Okay, studio art. So today we're going to continue on with our practice at drawing parts of the face. Again, we're leading up to a time where we'll deal with the proportions of the face and start to put all these individual parts on. And at any point in your sketchbook, if you are working on a mouth and then you feel like drawing the rest of the face, please go ahead and do that. Don't feel confined to these little tutorials on parts of the face, but today we're going to work on drawing the mouth. So you've probably gotten used to this by now. The first thing I'm going to tell you, the first thing to think about when you're drawing a mouth, like the nose, like the eyes, like anything else, is to look closely because all mouths are different. Okay, then looking closely at your subject, and I'm going to use myself again, I'm going to run over to the mirror. You want to establish a center line, kind of a straight line, and imagine, if you would, a straight line that would run across, and little notches that would mark kind of the top of where those lips go and the bottom. And this is your opportunity to start to take in the differences between the proportionate size or width of the top and bottom lip. But mark how wide the mouth is going to go and kind of how high and how low, and have a little center line across. Then look closely. Now we're gonna work on a closed mouth, and some of those pictures you just saw showed teeth. And we'll deal with that a little at the end. So then just draw that parting of the lips as kind of follow that curve where it dips up and down. And if you have that center line, it'll give you a sense of where the things need to go up and down. So I went ahead and did that already. Okay, so you can see, based on my lips, you've got a couple little notches that I started with for how wide the mouth is going to be, and then a little for I really have thin lips, the bottom lips, and then I follow that line across for that parting of the lips. Okay. So next you're going to start to establish the thickness of those lips. So you want to look closely at the relative thickness of your top lip to your bottom lip. Do you have very full lips that, relative to the width, really kind of are full and big and thick, and same with the top, as your top lip kind of turned up. It's an interesting fact. What your lips are is actually the inside of your mouth turned outwards. That's why they're sensitive. That's why they have taste buds on them, because they actually are that tissue different from the epidermal layer that is your skin, and that's why they have a different color, because it actually matches in a way the color on the inside of your mouth. So just a little science behind it. When I look closely at my lips, I have like almost no top lip. My cousins used to kid me when I was a kid and call me No Lip McGip. So that's going to be very thin, and then a little bit of a bottom lip that has a little bit more establishment to it. So I went ahead and took a good look at that in the mirror. Refine that parting of the lips. Often your bottom lip, the way your bottom lip might splay out farther as opposed to your top lip. So you want to look closely at that to establish that shape. And then we're mostly going to get into shading it at this next point. Once you've got that parting of the lips established and kind of an outline which you'll end up taking away about the thickness of the top lip and the bottom lip, it's mostly about shading. When thinking about adding to the value to your lips, the parting of the lips, that opening, is going to be the darkest value. Okay, that's almost a deep, dark, full lead if you're using a pencil. Then lips have form and contour, and they cast shadow on one another. So your top lip is really almost like a bit of an overhang. So much less light is going to get in here. That's why it starts to darken the opening. And then your bottom lip, if you can imagine your profile, is going to get some cast shadow up on the top lip. So that's going to get lighter as it goes out. And then it's going to get dark again at the bottom. All right, so you look at what I have done here. Okay, so the parting of the lips is really the darkest part. And then this top lip, even with my top lip, as small as it is, it's hanging over. So it's dark underneath and getting a little light on top. The bottom lip is getting a cast shadow here in the top lip, and then it gets lighter, and then it gets darker on the bottom again, where it's overhanging and turning in. Remember when you're shading always to follow the form. And don't forget this little number here. I didn't have a needed eraser, so it's a little extra dark, but this is called the filtrum, that little snot channel, all right? You want to put the filtrum in there as well. So that's all about shading. So now I'm going to talk about teeth for a minute in case your mouth is open and you can see the teeth. In some of the paintings that you saw earlier, you could see the teeth. A lot of times when I'm working with students and they're working from selfie or something and the teeth are showing, they'll say, do I have to draw every tooth? Yes, but you don't draw every tooth first. Just like everything else we've talked about with the observational drawing, you draw the large forms first, the bigger shapes, and then you pare it down into the smaller details. So if my mouth is open like this, in which case you could see my bottom row of teeth, then I would draw essentially that whole different value shape that is the block of teeth that are my bottom row of teeth. And then I will go in and systematically and symmetrically mark off where those teeth are. And not, again, don't draw a whole tooth. I would kind of block it out. Do it here. Rough, but if I happen to be able to see this whole block of bottom row teeth here, I block out the whole kind of white shape. And then I could go in and kind of, and this again, observation, an understanding of dentistry. You know, our teeth move out symmetrically, and then they do tend to disappear into the darkness of the mouth there. Okay, I'm not going to draw a tooth and draw another tooth. I'm going to draw that shape and almost create a pattern. Tooth-like patterns in that painting and it's behind it. Okay, so draw some mouths, try it open, try it closed, try drawing the mouth of someone else, work from photographs, look in the mirror. I attached a great little video here by that same artist teacher that I attached to the nose one. She does this nice little piece about using these sort of teardrop jelly bean shapes to throw down and then work the mouth around it. That's a really nice system. I like systems, but I like drawing from observation more. But if I was going to draw a mouth from imagination, I would definitely want to use that little system of a triangle and two teardrop shapes. You could draw mouths of different proportions and sizes if you use that. Okay, so have a look at that. And you guys don't have school on Friday. So let's just stick with noses and mouths and eyes at this point. And then next week we'll kick off so we can get right into the whole face and start doing proportion and throwing some hair out. Okay? Don't worry about submitting these right now. If you haven't submitted your Color Harmonies project, please make sure you do that. Most people have. And have fun. Keep looking, keep drawing. Stay safe.